Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I am super excited for today's video because we are going to be talking about one of my favorite brands. In fact, it was one of my top 5 brands I tried in 2020, and that is Devinah Cosmetics. Now, if you aren't aware, Devinah is doing a massive restock and launching a new collection on the 10th of June, which is, as I'm filming this, 2 days from now. So what I thought I would do is sit down with you, share a few of my favorite Devinah Cosmetics items that I have so far, and I wanted to share with you what I plan on picking up during the launch/restock. Now, I don't know exactly what's being restocked, so some of these things in my wish list might not actually be happening, and that is okay, but I just am popping everything in and I thought we could go over it. So what I thought I would do is actually just screen share my cart, or rather my wish list, to show you guys. So the new collection that Devinah is dropping on the 10th is the Halo Moon collection, and woo, baby, this is a collection I am so excited for. I will be sharing with you my thoughts on that. Spoiler alert, I think it's gorgeous and I'm going to try to snag it, but I also am going to share with you my wish list of the other things that I'm hoping to snag during the restock. Like I said, we will see what ends up coming back in stock. Now, Devinah Cosmetics is not only the most bang for your buck indie brand that I've seen, but honestly, just an amazing brand to be able to interact with on social media. There is something about a brand that is willing to chat with small content creators, really get involved with the beauty community, and I have had such a fun time getting to try out more from this brand, and I can tell you my collection is going to steadily grow. I have truly enjoyed everything that I've tried, and there's just something about the beautiful, sparkly, shifty things that this brand has, and also the few matte eyeshadows that I've worked with have been amazing. So really, there hasn't been anything from this brand that I've been disappointed in. I'm just gonna lay that out there right now. Truly, there has not been. Now, before I start going on about how much I love this brand, why don't we just get into the thick of this video? I'm gonna slide on over here so we can pop up my screen. First, I thought we would talk about the Halo Moon collection, because really that's what everybody is losing their minds over, myself included, and why don't we go ahead and look at some of this. So I was just gonna pop up images of the 4 shades that Devinah has released to the public so far, but I just want you to be able to see the beauty and the shift of these, and I think the way to do that is to show all of them. So I'm just screen recording as we go through here. So the first one you can see, which is the most recent one that they've shown actually, is Proteus, and this shade looks incredible. You can see here it is on Deandra. Deandra is one of the owners of Devinah, and I mean, I love all the looks that she puts up, because she is, of course, I mean, you would hope so. If your business is all about being sparkly and shifty, she is really good at showing the shift in all these shades. So here you can see it on her eyes over a black shadow, and these shots, there's just something about seeing a color smeared all over a body. I would love to be able to see all over a body. That would be beautiful. So Proteus is described as a shapeshifter with gold, yellow, green, blue, and pink. And boy, you guys, you can see here, I'm gonna just go through all of the pictures so that you can see. I mean, wow, this looks beautiful. I mean, this picture here, you can see that skim coat of pink, and it looks so good. I cannot wait to try this as a topper over different shades. I think it's gonna be a really great one to transform a look, even to pop in the middle of your lid over another color to give it a little extra. So pretty. So I'm gonna just give you all the goods here so that you can see. This is gorgeous. They are so good at these pictures. I am loving it. Okay, drool worthy, right? So here we go into Aylin. Now, honestly, this is probably the one that got me the most excited. Of course, I might say that as we go through all of these. Now, this is a good time to let you know, if you are familiar with Devinah Cosmetics formulas, the texture of these is described as soft and similar to the Exploders, Sugar Drops, and Star Chasers, but they have a smaller pigment particle size. So to me, that kind of makes me excited because it's gonna be a little bit more refined. I have to say, I'm a girl who loves a good bling bling, a little extra sparkle every once in a while, but I think that there's just something with a little bit more, I don't know, I don't wanna say elegance, but it just is, it feels even more expensive. You get what I'm saying? It just feels more expensive when it's even more refined. So I love that. So here you can see the shift in Aylin. And when I look at this, look at this picture on Deandra. Man, you can really see that greeny shift into the gold, into the pink. Oh, so good. It's it's like what I would imagine an alien sex goddess to look like. That's what I'm going with. You can see here, I mean, it's got that really bright light, like almost like a white base to it, but I think you could sheer this out. You could like build it up a bit. I will be really excited to try this over like even like a whiter or a lighter primer, just for that really like ethereal look. You guys know, it's like, it would be like Funk Angel, right? Oh, I'm so excited for this. And this is like probably gonna be the most strangely described color launch ever, but this is how I roll. So you guys can see all of these pictures. So beautiful. I am very, very excited for this one. I think this would be really pretty on an inner corner too. And you guys know I have been loving like a really extreme inner corner. By the way, I do have Devinah on my inner corner. I actually have quite a bit of Devinah on. I will of course be getting into that. I did film this look, so you guys will be able to see that at the end of this video. So here we have Marama or Marama. Here is the thing. Deandra is amazing at coming up with these beautiful names, but I don't know how to pronounce a third of them. So I am not sure, but this one is also beautiful as well. Totally drool worthy. Yummy, yummy. So I'm just looking here and I can see that Deandra said that she wears this when she wants to be like a dark mermaid, and I would say that that is totally the case here. You can see this beautiful shade. To me, it looks like you have that like pinky purple into like a ultraviolet color, and then that beautiful like aqua green shift. So if I am wrong on this, I apologize, but this is just how my eye sees the colors. This is so beautiful. And oh, this picture here, you can see that like pink, like almost that like fuchsia-y pink into that like, I always call it ultraviolet, and to me it's like that like blue and purple mix, and then into that really pretty like aqua color. So gorgeous. Like here you can see, oh my gosh, the shift of these shades, so delicious. Okay, I am so excited. I tell you what, I'm going to be honest and let you guys know that I actually changed my work schedule around so that I wouldn't miss the launch of this, because I was like, this is gonna go really fast. I did see that they said that they would be doing a pre-order if this completely sells out, which I'm telling you it's going to, but they will offer a pre-order, but your girl wants to get her hands on it right away. Okay, so here we go into Esmeralda, and this is so pretty. This is like that hot fiery shade. I see it going from like that like peachy orange, and then like all the way through like a mid-tone pink into like a much deeper, almost red. Oh, so pretty. And I don't know, like on the palm, this looks to almost have a bit of a gray base, but I don't see that. It must just be the picture. So I think that this is just going to be that like really gorgeous shade when you want that like little bit of like fiery tone. And I did see when Deandra put this over a black base, it looked really pretty. Like look at all the shift. I mean, I think the nice thing about shades like this is you can very easily like put one matte all over your lid and your crease, and then just tap a little bit of glitter glue or a primer of some sort over your lid, pop this over the top, and like it's gonna look like you did a lot more work than you did. This is delicious. I am here for it. Ah, so good. Since I can't show you guys like every picture I've ever seen of this collection, what I will do is recommend that you follow Devinah Cosmetics, of course, and then make sure that you're also following Deandra, not only because she like posts little sneaks of what's coming up, but she just shows the most amazingly beautiful looks really featuring these shades. So make sure that you're following there. I will make sure that everything is listed down in the description box. I will have the link to the Devinah Cosmetics website. I will also have those two Instagram accounts linked as well. Like I said, those are the 4 shades that I have seen from the Halo Moon collection so far, but we also have 3 new mattes coming out, and these are gorgeous. We have Zarina, which is this beautiful like grungy peach shade. So pretty and so pigmented. Like I said, that is one thing you have to expect with these Devinah mattes. Very, very pigmented. Also, we have Kehlani, which is this beautiful, like, again, it's like a grungy bright blue. Does that make sense? I don't know how something can be grungy and bright, but Devinah did it. That's all I gotta say. I'm not sure I'm gonna be picking this one up. I don't tend to lean towards blues very often. I am going to be trying to get Tessa though, because look at this shade. Holy hotness. That is all. So those are the new shades that are going to be launched. Like I said, I do believe that we have 2 more shades that are coming in the Halo Moon collection. If I see them before I post this video, I will make sure to pop that in here so that you guys can see those as well in case you want to pick them up. But what you should be doing if I haven't posted it is just make sure that you're following the brand. So I really want to share with you some of my favorites. I thought I would just like pull out a few favorites that I've really been loving. I mean, I've been loving all of them. I thought I would just show you a few of the things in my collection that I would recommend for you in case you're looking for a little inspiration. My Devinah collection is not that large yet, but I have a feeling it's gonna be growing, but I definitely have enjoyed the things that I have so far. So right off the bat, what I wanna talk about are the highlighters, and I have two of them. I've talked about them on my channel before, but I'm gonna swatch them here because everybody loves the Devinah shadows, but I feel like people don't talk that much about the highlighter. So Osmond's the first one I got. This is definitely like more of that like shifty pink base. And then I also have Euphoria, which is more of like a yellow gold with almost like a little bit of a peachy flip. I've lowered my lights a little bit. I just want you to really be able to see the true shift because I think even these highlighters have a beautiful shift to them. Now I actually have a highlighter, well I think I might have two, but I have one highlighter in my cart right now that Deandra had actually recommended to me because she knows that I'm loving my Devinah Cosmetics highlighters, and I saw one on her Swatches and it was so gorgeous. I was like, yep, in my cart. Let's get in my cart. So there are the two that I have currently. I really love them. I've definitely talked about them on my channel before, but I did want to pull those up. The other things that I want to recommend, I only have two Devinah mattes, and that's because they were mostly out of stock. The last time I ordered, there were a couple that were like still in stock, and boom, within seconds they were out of stock. Like I was like, and then boop, they were gone. So I only have two. Again, I've shared these, but you guys, oh, these are both beautiful. If you, hands down, if you are looking for a very soft, very, very pigmented black, Karma is the one that I would recommend. Whoa, it is pigmented though. And then I also have Adorn, which is more of like a cool toned brown, and I really like both of these. I have both of these on my eyes today, which you will get to see if you would like to in the little look at the end. But I mean, look at that. Oh, hello. And I will say these are maybe not for maybe not for someone who wants something that, you know, you can build and build. Not that you can't build and build with these, but instantly, the minute you put your brush on, you're gonna have a ton of pigment from these. Now, I obviously only have deeper shades from Devinah, so I don't have a lot of the lighter mattes, but I will tell you, these are very, very pigmented. So if you like something that's more of a sheer wash, these probably aren't going to be for you. But if you are looking for that high intensity eyeshadow, like, I will probably be able to give Karma to my non-existent grandchildren. Like, I don't see myself ever going through that shade, like ever. It's just so pigmented. A tiny tap into the pan is all you need, and I really love that. So I am definitely going to be picking up more mattes during the sale if I'm lucky to get the ones that I'm looking for. I cannot wait. If you guys saw my original Devinah video, which I will link up here, and everything will be down in the description box as well, but I flipped my you-know-what out over this shade. I believe this is the one that I used. I might have used the other one, but I'm pretty sure that this is the one that I used. This is Exosphere, and wow, there is something about the shade. I think what I said was that I feel like a mermaid goddess or something along those lines. So I'm just gonna pop this one here, and I'm also going to put on Phenomenon. Honestly, I really like the Aurora Flares. I think that the foiliness that they have, wow, that's not really a word, Kelly. The amount of foil that they have and the buttery feel that they have, it just makes the experience so nice. So you guys can see that shift there, yummy. So Exosphere, definitely, if you guys can see, it has that like green into blue shift, and Exosphere has that like green into gold. Now, all of the Aurora Flares that I have are the greeny, goldy blue shades. That's just my jam, but I would say, like, I don't necessarily think you can go wrong with these. They are so, so pretty. The creaminess of them is just so nice. So if you haven't picked them up, I would highly recommend it. I know that right now they do have the bundle of the original set on sale. I'm not sure if that is still going to be on sale for the launch date, but I would definitely recommend picking something up. If you are going to be shopping the sale, make sure to grab at least one of the Aurora Flares. Just get one so that you can try the formula out. I mean, oh, wow. Wow, that's all I'm gonna say. You guys, if you wanna hear me drool more and go on, you can go ahead and watch that other video. So now I'm gonna share with you a couple of the other single shadows that I really enjoy. These are more into like the sparkly, glittery realm. I will say, if you are looking for another Devinah Cosmetics video to watch to sort of like get a good idea, I know my friend Rupi has a pretty extensive Devinah collection, and you can go ahead and check out her video. I will make sure to have it linked below because I'm sure she's gonna be doing a bomb video. I'm looking forward to seeing maybe what she's recommending or maybe what she's thinking about getting during the sale. The other person that I could also recommend is Legally Black Beauty. I've really been enjoying her swatches on Instagram, so I will make sure to link her Instagram, Rupi's Instagram, like anybody that I can find that would have great Devinah content for you, you can go ahead and check out in the description box. And again, like I said, any of my Devinah videos will also be listed down below. All right, I decided I should zoom you guys in here. So if you want to take a peek at the highlighters, the mattes, of course, the Aurora flares, and then here are some of the shades that I would recommend. Like, oh, these are so pretty. I love them so much. Okay, so number one is Tucana. I will say there is just something special and very wearable about this shade. If you are maybe new to the world of like multi-chromes, shifty shades, Tucana is totally going to be something that you could wear very easily. I actually almost today wanted to put Adorn on and then put Tucana over the top, but I've used that one so much, and I know that I have a few Instagram photos. I think I did use it in my very first Devinah video. So I've definitely used that one a lot. I really love it, but I think that that is probably like one of the most wearable, if you will, shades. As you can see here, I think just about anything is wearable. So here you guys can see in the pan that yummy shift. Now I got this one because it is a incredible dupe for the shade in the Sashimi City palette. And honestly, that palette, while it looks cute and like travel worthy, the shade that's in there that's similar to this one is the whole reason I was gonna buy that palette. So this really saved me some money by not having to do that, and I am very happy I have no FOMO over not having that palette. Now the next one we have down is definitely one that I love, and darn you, Deandra, I don't know if this is Messier or Messier. I don't know, but she's cute. So like, this is one that is so hard to be able to see the beauty of. I have it on my lids right now over Adorn, and it is so good. It is like this beautiful shift from, it almost has like a purpley maroon base, and then it has this beautiful like tealy sparkly shift. Ugh, it's so good. So these are definitely shades that I would recommend like getting to see swatches of, because everything in the pan looks so different. It's almost like the TARDIS, right? Like it's like, ooh, everything's bigger on the inside. Everything is like even more amazing than it looks in the pan. All right, this next one down is Asteria, and this is one that, oh, all over the lid, like you guys can see the shift right here. It's so yummy. It's like this like reddish into like a greeny gold shade. Every time I wear this, I get compliments. Again, it looks like you tried way harder than you did just by like swiping it over your lid. It's so amazing. I love it so much. The last one, I don't even have to look at. This is Mystic Moon Pie, and she is so pretty. Now, this one doesn't have a crazy ton of shift, but the amount of sparkle, like just how freaking foily, sparkly you look when you put this on your lid, it's just magical. I have used this like almost as like an inner corner with like really dark looks, and it's beautiful. I like using this shade on its own. I like topping it over things. It is just a beautiful one. Again, it's another one of those like intro to Devinah Cosmetics shades that I would really recommend. So again, these are the ones that right off the bat I could say like add them to your collection. They're really, honestly, like looking here at my collection, there truly is no shade in here that I am disappointed in. Okay, so there's a little look at some of the things that I would recommend picking up if you are looking to get your hands on some Devinah. Now, a few tips and tricks on working with these shades. I will say that 90% of the time I like to wet my brush when using these, and that's to like intensify the foiling of the shade. Also, wetting your brush just really helps like prevent any fallout. I also know that a lot of people prefer using like a glitter primer. I know that they really recommend the NYX glitter glue. I will say I have really been enjoying the Glam Shop Glam Glue. Like that has really been something that I've been enjoying, and just having something that's going to be a tackier base to lay shadow on is going to be a way to like get things to stick better and to avoid fallout, because if you have it really sticky and you pop it on, it's not going to fall down as much. Now, you can apply these with a brush. You could also apply with your finger. You guys know that I'm really pretty much team no finger most of the time, but there will be times where if I want to intensify a shade, I will take my finger and just like tap it over the lid. But most of the time, I feel like you get such crazy intensity from these shadows using a damp brush that I don't find the need, but that is definitely something that you can do. Okay. I've scooched on over so that we can pull up my wish list here. Now, the first one I have is Moonlit, and this is one that I missed in the last stock of the shade, and I totally had FOMO. One of my subscribers sent me swatches of it, and I will say that the photos here just don't do it justice. So in some of these photos, it looks very silver, and I know I talked about this before. I think I talked about it in my last live after I did a haul, and I just don't steer towards really silver shades. I'm just still like traumatized from wearing like bluey silver in like middle school. But when I saw actual swatches of the shade, it is like the coolest, it's like a cool champagne, almost taupe, but not purple. It's like the most delicious mix of metals ever. So that one is on my list and I'm hoping to snag it. The other one is the Zana Face and Body Highlighter. So I am actually going to post a picture of Deandra here because I don't feel like the photo of this does this highlighter any justice. So I'm going to show you Deandra's beautiful face, and you can see this on her. And that was when I was like, whatever that is, I need it. I want it. Get in my cart now. So this looks really beautiful. I really think that, I mean, for $10, you guys, when was the last time that you got a high quality highlighter for $10? Yeah, so that is one that I would recommend. Here we have a few of the pigments that I'm looking to pick up. Cygnus looks really, really pretty. This is like, oh, look at that shift. Like some of these are like even, I mean, for $8, this is a nice shifty shade. I think that this looks so pretty. I also have Celesta in here. I wonder if, I think some of these I have listed as singles and some I have listed as bundles depending on what comes back in stock, but look at this shade. Oh my God. It's like olive and gold and delicious and lickable, and I'm hoping that she will be mine. So we have Magellanic. Yep. Thank you, Deandra, for making me sound like a fool. Okay, so you guys can see, again, this is like that beautiful, oh my gosh, so delicious. Some of these really show off that shift a little bit more than the other. I do think that there is a set with some of these in here. We also have Skyla, which is like, this is maybe one that I wouldn't necessarily normally first go towards, but I think that it's super pretty. Like it's got that like purple, like dusky pink maroonness going on. Oh, look at that. Like that just looks like beautiful galaxy vibes. Yum. All right, so I'm just gonna like zoom in on some of these mattes. You can see here we have Tessenda, so gorgeous. And then down here we have either Saudade or Saudade. And then a couple of these I know that I put in as singles, and then I have this Pumpkins Phantom bundle. I mean, these look amazing. This is right up my alley. So good. And then I also put in the Necromancer's Nightmare bundle. I mean, again, we will see. Like, oh my gosh, so pretty, so pretty. And then we have Freya. We also have Fossick. Now, Fossick was one of those ones that like was ripped out of my cart the last time, so I'm really hoping to be able to get that one. Esme is totally gorgeous. Elphaba. How could I not get a shade called Elphaba? And this, like, they totally nailed it on the head with this one. So I'm hoping that that one is in. We have Bambi. And again, some of these are in the bundles that I showed you, but I'm just keeping my options open. We will see what happens on launch day. I doubt this one is going to be here, but man, this looks so pretty. So this is the Somewhere Over the Rainbow bundle. I have a feeling I missed out on this one. Like, look at these shades. It's just like beautifully like deep and grungy. So here is a beautiful multi-chrome Madness bundle, and this is $40. I don't really think that that's bad for these shades, and they do look really pretty. So I've got that one in here. Who knows, like who knows on launch day what I will decide to get depending on what's in stock. But again, I'm just showing you, I mean, look at these. So I think this was from the Somewhere Over the Rainbow collection. I tell you what, this one though, it looks so, so good. It's like that like grungy grayed out teal, and I am here for it. Faye looks really pretty. I thought this would be a really nice like inner corner brow bone highlight. Diva looks delicious. Looks like this beautiful like coppery rose gold. You guys know I am here for this. Adonis is also one that I put in because it looks like a beautiful beautiful highlight. Probably something that I would use more in the summertime, but that looks really gorgeous. Look at this matte. That is like summer. Summer in a pan, baby. I'm hoping to be able to get it. Both of these. Like, this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I'm just now just drooling, but you guys will be able to see here. Capri, that looks really pretty. I will be curious. I think this is a way to really tell the quality of someone's matte shadows. It's like these lighter, almost like white base shadows to see how pigmented they are. Anastasia looks really pretty. Pandora, Passion. You guys can see I've just got a lot of these. So Empress, look at this grungy shade. Oh my God, this is like a grungy mustard, almost green shade. Desma is gorgeous. Okay, so that's it. You guys got to see some of my wish list. I am also, I didn't put it in here, but I am considering picking up all of the Aurora flares. I really do enjoy them. I think that there's just something magical about them. I also know that the company will probably be doing a Black Friday sale, right? So I don't know what to do. I also know that I don't need all of these shadows. These are just a few of the things that are like on my wish list, and I'm imagining that not all of them will be coming in stock. You guys know I also love a good sale. Now there are codes, like right now you can use Give Me 15 as a code. I know Legally Black Beauty also has a code, which I can't remember. And since I've really appreciated her swatches that she's done, I will probably be using that code, which I will make sure to have linked down for you as well. I'll probably pop it up here on the screen so that you guys can see that. I am very excited for this. I am definitely, obviously going to put Halo Moon into my cart. It's obviously not listed yet, but very, very excited. I would like to pick up a couple of the new matte shades and then some of what I just showed you on my wish list. So some of the things will probably be going into cart. Some of them will maybe remain on the wish list. I think that this video got a little rambly, but I'm just so excited. Like, I've been pumped for this for like all month. So Jeremy's birthday is this weekend, but I feel like it's like my birthday. I feel like it's my birthday a few months in advance, having this launch, having the restock. I'm so excited. I definitely will be sharing with you guys everything that I pick up. I haven't decided whether I want to do a live or whether I'm going to do a separate video. I might end up doing both. I've got a couple things up my sleeve that I have planned, so we will see what I end up doing. Let me know if you have a preference. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know what you're thinking about getting. Have you tried Devinah before? If you haven't, truly, I can 100% recommend this brand. If you are new to the brand, again, I would recommend picking up like 1 or 2 shades from the different formulas. Maybe pick up 1 or 2 mattes, an Aurora flare or 2. You could pick up like 1 or 2 of the Star Chasers, you know, sort of like get into a couple of the different collections to be able to see the different formulas. Halo Moon though, she looks cute. Okay, I also now will share with you how I got this look. I do have Devinah on my eyes, on my cheeks, so you will be able to see that. If you do want to stick around for that, I'm just doing a quick little run through of this look. If you want to get going, you want to start building your cart, I totally understand. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. It truly does mean a lot when you spend some of your time with me. I'm very excited for this launch. I hope you are too. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a like. It really does help me out here, and I will see you really soon. I am trying to use colors that I haven't really like featured a lot on either Instagram or in my other Devinah videos. All of those, of course, I've probably like popped in the cards throughout this, but they will be listed below as well. So if you would like to check those out, you can do that. So you can make sure to reference those videos in case you wanted to see some more swatches or different looks that I've created. All right, so we're just gonna dig right in. I am just going to pop on some music for you guys and we will get into the fun, and I'll make sure to show you the shades that I'm using.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free and maybe you will find that there is pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better. So much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. You can. Baby, let your head down. Be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off. You don't have to hide it. Baby, let your head down. Be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off. Don't hide it. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder.
Okay, so this look is my favorite in a while. It's been a while since I've done like a really dark smoky eye, and I am here for it. I love this. I have to say, I mean, you guys can see the Devinah mattes are pigmented, very, very pigmented. It does not bother me that they have some kick up. Like, I would actually say that I would prefer a softer shadow just because I find that you get great pigment from that. So I would rather have the impact of the shadow and just have to deal with a little bit of mess in the pan and possibly some fallout on your face if you don't like tap enough of it off your brush. But I am so excited. I am ready to get more Devinah mattes in my life. I mean, obviously, we all know how incredible the shimmers, the shifts, all of that. But I think that like the mattes are the unsung heroes here. So I hope that you have enjoyed getting to see my wish list, what I am planning on getting, some of my favorites. Let me know down in the comments below what you're planning on picking up. Are you getting the new collection? Like I said, this is something that I have been looking forward to. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get my hands on these. We'll see what I end up doing to show you everything that I've picked up from the sale. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a pretty big basket if I am lucky enough to be able to get in there and get checked out. So fingers crossed. Good luck to all of you as well, and I will see you really soon.